So, right here is our outdoor refrigerator, and then just some plugs and a mount for an outdoor TV if you guys ever wanted to put one out here. You got cable in right here, and then there's some power right there.
You think a 32 will fit?
I think so.
I bought a 32-inch a couple days ago. So.
I think so. And you guys know that this is only going to run off power, you guys.
Yeah.
So it's not going to run off gas like the one inside. So only if you guys are plugged in or to the generator running, this bad boy will turn right on by itself. You don't got to do nothing. Okay? She should be starting to go already. Yep, she feels good. So it's a pretty awesome beer cooler, I guess you would say. This is the furnace. It's going to be the outtake. You guys know if the heater's on, this thing's going to be real nice and hot. So if any chitlins are around, watch out, they could burn themselves, okay? Coming right here is our first through storage, and you guys' ginormous cord.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh.
Is that one cord? Oh my god.
That's bigger than the
That's
one.
the biggest cord I've ever seen.
And we already bought an extension, so we're in really good shape.
Yeah, you can probably do 100 foot right now. That's a big cord.
Between that and our extension, yeah, we're good.
Okay, so obviously I didn't use your guys' cord because I didn't want to dirty it up. It's brand new. Out here, we got one out here, so I just use our little old dirty one. But yeah, plug in 50 amp. If you have 50, you should be able to run everything in the whole trailer. Okay, because you guys were 30 on your last one.
No, 50.
50.
Also, you guys are used to 50. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, you know about some parks don't have 50. You have to get a dog bone to drop down into to 30 and stuff like that, and then you won't be able to use so much things. All right. Beautiful. Actually.
There's the lights.
Yeah, just a light. And then this is your prep for your solar if you ever put solar on. So the wires are just ready, and so if you ever do add solar, you can put an inverter and the wires are on the roof already. So that's what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something that I wouldn't mind while we're here getting a quote for a solar inverter for down the road.
Sure.
Because I definitely think that could be very helpful.
100%. If you're dry camping a lot, it's great. It's just, I mean, you know, just really just trickle charges the batteries unless you get a bunch of solar and then also get different batteries. That's when you can start running things. But if you're dry camping a lot, having your batteries is crucial, and you guys probably know about that. So, but again, you have a generator, so think about it because you know.
You probably don't need it.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to hint towards. So yeah, our batteries, we got two 12-volt batteries. It's not a 24-volt system. It's still 12 volt, but they're just coincided to help with the slides and the awnings and things that the batteries use when you're not plugged in.
Okay.
And if you fire the gen, we'll charge it. If you plug into the wall, we'll charge it. And then when you plug into your truck, it will charge it.
Does something go here, or is this another?
Just another platform. I mean, if you add, it's for adding batteries. Because again, it's all prep for solar. So a lot of people, when they do solar, they do more than one panel. They switch to 6-volt batteries. They add 2 of them. And then you can start, you know, running things off solar.
Okay.
Like, you know, fridges and things like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's expensive, but, and, you know, it's a lifestyle. So people invest in that. So coming in here, we got the most important thing, I think, in the whole trailer. The gen. It's a 55, so it will run everything. So if you're fired up, it's just gonna run everything. ACs, all of it, heaters.
All ACs, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 55 is a beast.
You have
So,
2 aces, right? One in the garage? The
yeah,
AC?
yeah. Mhm.
It all circulates through the whole thing.
So, boom, pull that off like that, right? So, if you ever jump to, this is still carbureted, believe it or not, 2021, we're still carbureted. So, this is your altitude gauge, just like, you know, if you ever dirt biked, you know, you got to jet your carburetor the higher you go.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you can see, it says 0, that's sea level, and then as you see, it goes up to 5,000 feet. So, the higher you go, you're going to have to twist this gauge because it will run bad, or like because it won't have the oxygen it needs. Because the higher you go, the oxygen thins.
It doesn't give you, like, if you're not thinking about it, you haven't used it, you kind of alert or anything.
Oh, you'll know, because one, it won't even fire, or 2, it will run really bad. Like,
And then also you need to go out there and just turn that.
just turn this knob until it starts running to good, and I'm going to tell you the sound that it's going to sound when it runs good. You just press this, it'll prep it, and then you fire it. Really?
me you give me that.
So there's stop and prime. So when you press down, you're priming it. So you're holding it, and then the light's gonna come on. It's gonna prime it, and then you can hear it keep clicking, and then you're holding start to start. Now remember, yeah, oil. There are drains right here, and again, it's brand new, so you're gonna get maintenance done to it for a while. Obviously, from a shop, I would imagine, because you got warranties and things like that. But once that runs out, I like to show people because then it's on your own after that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And obviously, there's guides on how many hours until you're changing oil and things like that.
What kind of gas does it take? Diesel or what?
No, just gasoline.
Gasoline.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a Cummins generator. I thought it was.
Yeah, no, this is just
different from the truck.
Now, you don't have to start it from here every time. It starts from inside.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show you this is your backup start in case the one inside fails.
Okay.
So if you ever need to start this to get things sometimes you're like, I gotta get things going and I need power. So, and the switch is broke, you can come out here and start it from out here. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. So you know that if you start getting up into the higher altitudes, Colorado, things like that, it's gonna start running bad. And a lot of people that they don't tell them that. They're like, my generator's broken. You're like, no, just you're good. That's just because
So we don't need to open that one when it's running?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Really, they will prefer it to be.
Yeah, because it's self-empty over here.
Exactly. So,
Okay.
Before we go too far, if you look in the front, we got a beautiful, I call it the flex light, when you're at the park.
Yep.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
And then you come up here and we got our propane. Now we got the big 30-pound, 14-gallon tanks. So you have 28 gallons in all. Obviously this is where you're gonna switch from side to side. You see how it went red? It's because this one's off, so there's no pressure. But we go back, boom, we're back to full. Because this one's on and ready to go. This one's turned off. You can go to the middle and pull from both. I don't like that, and the reason why is you can't gauge how long it's taking. Yeah. If this took 5 days, you got 5 more days before you need propane. Okay.
Is that full right now?
Both of them are full and ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to come with, those are supposed to be full, and the gas tank's supposed to be full for the first use of the generator.
We only put 10 gallons in it and run the gen, but there's whatever's left over you can have,
Yeah.
No, we don't fill it. I mean, you can negotiate with them and see if they'll fill it for you, but I've never seen them fill one, no.
Okay, I thought that.
But we do put 10 gallons in it so that we can run the gen. We got to make sure the gen works. So we throw 10 gallons in, run the gen for about 30 minutes just so that we can see things working from it. And then that's done. Okay, this is what you're a bit worried about, but it's so easy, you guys. You just fire it up and it's going to tell you obviously a couple things. You're operating, obviously, which is going to come on when you do auto level and when you're pressing buttons. Low voltage, obviously telling you don't have enough voltage. Fire your gen and get the volts up, you know what I mean? And then excessive slope, which is telling you we can't do anything because the trailers have too much of a slope. So obviously, this is a bit different than the bumper pools,
So if that will happen, then
so
you have
heavy.
to.
And you can see they got slide plates, so if you're on an angle and it could just start sliding. So they're very heavy, you guys. So I wouldn't imagine hooking from the truck when you're on any kind of angle. Like a big one, not like the small. Like we're technically on an angle now, and as you can see, it's not going anywhere. You know
So how's that gonna work? When I hook up my trailer, I have to go over the curb. Like I can't get my entire truck on the curb, on the
where you're parking it.
Yeah, on the RV parking. I only get about half my truck probably.
Yeah, and the truck's okay as long as the trailer's there. Because once these hit the ground and the trailer's on a flat
so
piece
as long
of ground,
as this is level, you're fine to hook.
100%.
Even if the truck's not level, as long as
100%.
this. Okay.
So if you're on a crest like this and the trailer's on the flat part and your truck's down here, you're fine.
Okay.
Because what you do is you lift it up off the truck and pull the truck forward, and then the trailer's on a flat piece of ground. Just as long as this isn't on an angle. Because as soon as you unhook from your truck and it's on any kind of angle, like I said, these are slide plates, and this is much, much, much heavier than that.
Yeah.
So the weight and gravity, and you know how all that works, it starts to move. Okay. So obviously, you just press up is up, down is down, and you can do that with any which one. So that's your manual mode. Now, really, the only button you really want is just the top one because you're going to use it to hook up, and then when you unhook from the truck, you just press auto level. And what that's going to do is just the computer's going to take the trailer to the most level position that it can, and it's going to do it all itself. So it's dropping the nose to find the level. Once it finds level, it's gonna drop all the back ones, and then you're gonna be level. According to the computer. Pretty awesome. And easy. Just never be hooked to the truck. Because you notice how the nose drop, the first thing they did was the nose drop?
Yeah.
If you're hooked to the truck, you could lift the trailer off the ground, and then you're really messed up. You know what I mean? Because then it's not going to do its job.
Or you can fuck your truck up.
I mean, no, it's meant to have all the weight. The truck is, right? It's supposed to tow it, so it's got to be off the ground to tow it.
Still trying to level.
No, not yet. We're still going. So what it does is drops the front where the closest to level, drops the backs, and then it does auto level. The slides can be out doing this, but you don't want to be inside of it. No, let me rephrase that. You can be inside of it, just sit down. If you're moving around and the computer's going to constantly try to adjust for your weight, so it will just continue to try to level constantly. So just hang out, sit down, let it do its thing, and then once it's done, you tell her or she tells you it's done, and then you can start moving around. My thing is, you want to do this right away. You want to unhook your truck, go auto level. As it's auto leveling, you're hooking up, if you're at a park, of course, you're hooking up your hose, hooking that up, you're popping this, you're hooking up your water hoses, and you're doing all that as this thing's auto leveling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when it's done auto leveling, you're already hooked up.
Yeah.
Then everybody can go inside, pop your slides, and enjoy. That's my way of doing it. But yeah, this is.
So take this one off first from the and then move
Press the button, and then I can move the truck, get everything, get how I want, all that situated, start pulling cords out, and then it's done.
Right. And so then, and just for reference, if you just press, it's gonna drop the back for you and bring all four back in. So this is what you're gonna do. And the reason I'm demonstrating this is so that when you're getting ready to leave, right, your hoses are all put away, you're gonna hold down on this button, all four jacks are gonna go up. Because if you start lifting the front to hook to your truck with the backs down,
then
it's gonna put a lot of pressure on the back jacks, or it's gonna start and it will start lifting. That's what I know. You hear it's like trying a little bit harder. That's when you know all of them are up. Because it's like, we're good, it's not. You know what I mean? So, and then now if your back jacks are up, you can start lifting for your truck with the top one, pull your truck in, pressure tracked all. It's gonna bring every jack up just in case, you never know. And then you can be ready to tow. Obviously with the slides in and your stuff unhooked, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my process. Park it, unhook it,
auto level,
press auto level,
walk away, do whatever you want to do.
And then when you're about to leave, open this again, power on, hold down on rear, all four come up, and then you can use your front to get to where you're at the truck, and you're out. Sick.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
Cool, you guys. All right, so this is just our other side where our hydraulic system is, and also where our other jack is. So you can't really judge your level in case everything is up. So everything hydraulics up. So you got 6 jacks hydraulic, and then I think that's it. I don't know if your slide is. I don't think it is. We'll find out when we go in. I'll let you know. Okay. And the reason you'll know is because hydraulics are so fast. The slides are like, you know what I mean? It's exactly. The hydraulic ones are like, we're out. Okay, so we'll find out really quick when we go inside. But as far as I know now, this is all just your jacks. Okay, so the only way you can really know your level is when you're hooked to your truck and all the jacks are all the way up, because then the fluid dumps all the way back into your deal and you'll know your exact level.
And what about this one here, the fluid?
How often do we need to bring this in to maintain it? Look at that top shoes. Just got here.
Well, watch out for that nice jersey.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna know because it's gonna tell you in the manual where exactly the level is, and I would mark it if I were you. But it should be full once obviously, because we filled it into the right level. So when you bring everything up, I'd get yourself a paint marker or something and mark that level so you know where full is. And then eventually, through evaporation and use, you're gonna lose it very slowly. It's thick stuff, so it's not gonna evaporate like water.
Okay. So
but eventually, through heat, if you guys are local here in Nevada, hot is hot. You know what I mean? And so it's gonna, get it hot, and then it's gonna thin it, and then it's gonna evaporate more. But again, very, 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 very small. You'll have to fill it maybe once every 6 months.
Okay.
And very little, like a half a quart. Here you go.
Where does it go? And what
You
is
just pull it right here, dump it in, and it fills it to where
Do
it
you
needs
need
to
a
be.
hose?
just
To...
unhook this?
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Fill it in.
where do you buy it at an RV place or at Walmart or where?
Anywhere. It's just it's hydraulic fluid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywhere. Yep. All right, you guys, let's keep rolling. Okay, so other side of your through storage, another light that's back in that tucked in there, and then another light that's right here, which is the important one. So this is just how you guys hook everything up. Now I know it's a bit more confusing than the other one because we have different components. Like you can see on our list in the back, we got power fill, dry camping, city water. What I'm referring to is right here. And then we got city water, winterizing, and tank fill. So this trailer is gonna use, it's pretty cool. Are you guys gonna be parked most of the time, or are you guys gonna do dry camping? Or
Park.
boondocking? Mostly parks?
Yeah.
Mostly
We never
parks.
did boondocking for the whole year. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we would go to parks that didn't have full hookups.
Yeah, but
And
we're
then
still
we brought
parked.
a generator, or we got one of those portable tanks for when you can't dump
Put
right
water.
there. When you can't dump.
Oh, one of the portable dumpers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of those too. So.
Sick. Only reason I asked is because with the power tank fill, it's pretty awesome. It uses the pump that's already in the trailer to like pump a water source into the tank. So, for example, say you're boondocking up on a mountain and you're next to a really nice lake or river, you can use the same hose you'd use for city, drop it in the river, pump water into your system, and through a filter, of course.
Oh, cool.
And then you could have water wherever you are. So a lot of people, what it we're referring to is some people that live on the mountains with these, the only way they can get water is in those big jugs that they pull up with their trucks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They shove the hose in and you use your own pump, and then it will pump the water in.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's the power tank
Where's
fill.
that one?
Power fill. So you got to have
Okay.
the valves in the right position, which would be that one and that one. So, yep.
Okay.
So we're mostly going to be city water, so we want that. So that's city.
Okay.
So obviously city is just going to be your city and your power tank filler is that middle one. And just like your old trailer, you plug it in and make sure that these three are on that setting. And then bada bing, bada boom, you got city just like your old one. And then obviously you change.
And if we're trying to fill the tank before we're gonna go somewhere that doesn't have water.
So you just go to you just want to go to just regular power tank fill, and then it will fill it through the same hole. And it will use the pump, but as long as it's pressurized, it don't matter. So you go to the same place. And if your pump's off, then it can't use the pump.
So it's
And you're just filling.
they're both the same. Just
Same
here.
one, yep.
Oh, okay.
So you got
I
your
believe
power,
on ours
you got
it
your
had two, it had like
Yeah.
two.
two.
Yeah. And this
That's
is the
why
new
we-
age. This is
So
the new
you
one.
hook up everything here when you're in the camping site. It's the same one.
100%.
And then this
Okay.
is this is to flush it.
Yeah, black
And
tank flush.
that's winter. So we never had a winterizing
And you
one.
never will. If you're local here in Nevada, this is rated for 20 and above. We don't ever even get close to that.
Okay.
So, if you're going somewhere and you're storing this under 20 below, then yeah, you should winterize. But if you're in it and you're in 20 below, it is not going to freeze because you got heaters on, you got water moving, you got everything going. Only if you're stored below 20 degrees is winterize needed. Okay, so yeah, you'll never use this one. Your main one in here is going to be these two right here. It's just your fill and your city, and then your black tank flush, which you guys had one on yours as well. A black tank flush,
Yes.
you know all about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's the same.
Same. And then obviously all you gotta do is change it to the tank flush setting, and then you're in.
Yeah, if you don't flush that tank good,
You got to.
you'll smell it. You'll smell it.
You got it. So it's huge. And then this right here is a drain / through hole for your hoses, so that you can put your hoses through and hook them up and still shut this and look nice.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and then last but not least in here is our valves. Obviously, boom, they were open then, and now they're closed. So if you want to give it a shot, you probably the same as your old ones, but
Yeah.
just get the feel of them.
Yeah, they feel a little bit stronger.
Stronger, yeah, they're bigger. Because you guys got a little bit bigger tank, so they got to hold back more water. You know what I mean? And then obviously you got your battery disconnect, and then your satellite and cable prep on the side. So that's your in for satellite or cable. Everything else is your out. Okay, and then your battery disconnect. You want to have that on and just for storing. So, because if you don't have it on while you're plugged in, then it won't be charging your batteries. because you're literally disconnecting it right here
Right.
from the plug. Now you can still have power and this be disconnected because
Right.
you're plugged in, but you're not charging.
But you're not charging.
Yep. So, what do you guys think? Any questions about any of this?
No, I got a feeling it just looks more complicated than it really is.
And it really is. And I'm just spitting off so many facts that once you guys that's why at the end I was like, you're really just going to need these two and just make sure you got the settings right, which is give you the tank flush in your city and the power fill. It's the only ones.
You got it?
I mean, based on the way it's set right now, it's like how we were doing
100%.
everything before. Unless we were trying to do something crazy that we never done before, then we had.
Well, this is just like when you fill it up, like using the hose and then the pump, what's that?
Bypass.
Power fill.
They're telling you what it is. This is bypassing the water heater. This is your winterizing valve, and this is your tank fill valve. Now you see it says normal flow, and then it says fill. So pretty much what you're changing is normal flow is city water, right? And then filling is going to fill this to the tank.
Instead of having two caps, you flick the button.
That's it.
Flick the switch.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I know it's a little bit weird, but once you get it, you're going to think it's much better because everything's just right here. You know what I mean? Sweet, guys. Let's keep rolling. So as you can see, you can feel I got the hot water heater on already. Now, it's hot. You have two elements. You guys have an electric element and you also have a gas element. So it's pretty awesome. You guys can run electric hot water or you can run gas. Now, this is going to be kind of like your refrigerator was. It's an auto feature. So unfortunately, it's very new, so my techs forget to turn it on. That's what I just did right there, if you notice.
Okay.
That's the main cutoff to the electric. So if you don't ever want electric and always use gas, you can have this shut off.
Okay. But that one's auto.
Auto. So when you go inside, the switch inside, when you flip hot water on,
It's automatic.
it's going to do auto. Actually, what was I? This was a individual switches. I'm so sorry. That's the pump I was talking about. So in there, you can either put gas or electric.
Same as
I'm
ours.
so
So
sorry.
as long as it's on auto, then you can choose. If it's on, if you flick
As long as this is on, you can choose inside there. And I totally said that wrong. I'm so sorry. Let me restart. The buttons in there are going to say electric or gas hot water heater. I'm so sorry. I was thinking of different.
Same as ours.
Oh, you guys have both
Yeah.
in there too?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. So you guys know. Same as yours then.
But we never know about that. But
Well, this
we
is
don't
very
have
new
to.
is why. Because even on yours doesn't have this.
No, I didn't remember.
My techs obviously don't even know because they're not turning the dang thing on. But yeah, all it is just a switch to turn it
And what it
electric
said,
on.
it says push to reset.
In case it ever needs to reset it, it's just a button on this one right here.
Okay.
Just press to reset it in case it's not working. But as you can feel, it's on, hitting. We're gonna get it. So your pressure release valve is right there, just like your other one, and then your anodizer valve, just like the other one. This is actually, if I'm not mistaken, wow, you guys got the 12-gallon one. So you guys is double what you had in that one, because you guys had the 6-gallon in there. So now you got the 12-gallon, so much longer showers. Yeah,
That's
Depends on where you hook up.
That's key.
If you don't have a, if you don't have the sewer, then you still have to conserve water.
true. But if you are full hookups, you can have really wonderful showers because you got 12 gallons, double what you had on your last trailer. And that's the first one I've seen that's 12. Normally they're either 6 or 10.
And they're actually pretty fast.
Very fast, especially since right now I have both elements on at the same time, gas and electric. You can do that.
Yeah.
It's just going to double the speed, and then you're just getting hot water quickly.
Yeah, it only took us like seconds and it's already warm.
So,
Gosh, I think it's the old school fill. Let me go get the key. So this is very new, the flip the switch to fill the tank type thing. So they're nervous that it's not going to work, so they always put old school way where you just shove the hose in and fill it like your guys' old one. I'm almost certain that's what it is. Let me go grab the key and we'll find out.
I used to touch something when I was unhooking everything.
You can wash. There's water. Wow, look at the tires. It's bigger, huh?
It's shiny.
And it's bigger. It's G-rated. I like how the hookups, like the closing. Don't, because I don't want to have two videos.
You guys got lots of keys. Exactly what it is. So It's very, like I said,
When it's
Yeah.
not working there.
yeah, the fill or the power fill is something very new. And then, like I said, it's using the pump to fill it, and you can fill from there.
You can still use
But if
the.
you just want to go old school, just throw a hose in there and fill your tank, that's the way you can do it.
Okay.
Okay? I knew it was that. Because all the companies right now are trying this whole everything on the same hole type deal with just valves. And I'd imagine they're all nervous that it's not going to,
Well, that's a
people
good
aren't going
thing.
to be able to adapt to it so easily. Because for
Right.
20 years, this is how they've been filling fresh tanks. Yeah. So I think that's why they put that on there. So, okay, let's keep going, guys. So right here is your condensation drip for your refrigerator, and this is the back of your refrigerator. It's really just for us maintenance guys to be able to get to the back without pulling your fridge out. But also there's a lot of holes, just like your last trailer. So if you're in dusty places, please pull these off and blow them out or wipe them out, or just make sure there's not a lot of dirt in there. There is a burner in this bottom corner to use your fridge on gas. So if that's clogged up with dust, then it will not light. Okay.
We're okay. I don't know if that was discussed last time.
You guys never popped that off?
No.
Well, I mean, again, you guys are park living. You guys aren't going out in the desert.
Yeah.
And mine.
And we haven't even had ours for a year. We're about to hit a year.
So, and me, I'm only in the desert. So I'm like full blown. Just these things are dumped with dirt after I'm done. Because mine's old, so I don't really go slow in the desert. I'm just like, let's go. We're going to get there and ride dirt bikes. You know? So that's how I do it. Right below is one of our drains. So as you can see, we've got a gray tank valve right here.
So that's for both.
And that one was open too.
Oh, nice.
So no, you guys have 2 bathrooms in this.
Yes.
So you have 4 tanks. You have 2 blacks and 2 grays. And, well, 5 tanks technically. 2 blacks, 2 grays, and then your fresh water tank.
And they're all in there.
They're all underneath here. Yep. So those 2 valves were going to be your black and your gray, right, inside the wall. Then you got your second gray, and then you got your black in the back. Okay.
But you
so,
only have 1 sewer hookups
no,
for
2.
everything.
There's 1 back there
There's
as
one.
well.
Oh, I was getting excited.
Yeah, no, there's 2.
No, he's black and gray.
Right. So
No, this is for the front.
this is going to be the whole unit except for the back, which is just a black dump for the back bathroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sweet, guys. Let's keep
This one
going.
doesn't have like a sprayer thing like that.
There's just 1 valve back here. I thought there was 2. Messing you guys up here. So I guess it is all coming from the same spot. You just got a valve way back there. You see where it says black
Yeah.
tank? I figured there'd be another one back there because the valve's so far away.
Nothing.
But it's just a valve. So everything's gonna come from here.
Awesome.
Weird.
Yeah, it would have been. You
So
would have
the
seen.
same place your poop is
Yeah.
going to be your fresh water.
Everything's coming.
I mean, not your
Not,
gray
not
Gray
fresh
water.
water, but the gray
Gray
water.
Yeah, all tanks are gonna come out of here except for your fresh water, and that's
That
gonna
helps you a lot. No,
The
you're
fresh
not gonna
water.
be just having one
Oh,
for
it's right
everything.
there. So see that white valve right underneath by the jack?
Yeah.
That's your fresh water dump.
Yeah, I got you.
So literally everything is dumped from right here, which is awesome. So that's
Yes.
great for you guys.
Yep. I like
It's
that.
amazing. So yeah, everything. Just make sure you don't forget this valve and then your back black valve when you're dumping. Because if you don't pull that one, then your black tank won't get dumped in the back. Okay.
So where's the other one?
The other valve?
Yeah.
It should be right here. Yep, right here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just don't forget that.
They're all closed right now?
Oh, I just closed all of them. Yep. So it was all open, but I think that's why we were dripping a little bit. But yeah, that's where we're at. You guys comfortable with this side?
Yeah.
Everything? Wonderful. So obviously this is my shitty cord, not your guys' nice one. But you guys got the longest one I've ever seen. But yeah, 50 amp, plug it in, most likely just like yours.
Yeah.
Put it in, twist it to lock it, and then you're in.
Okay.
Okay. And then right here is gonna be your fill station. So this fill is also gonna be for your gen. So unleaded fuel only for gen. And then you can use this to also fill things if you have toys to fill. This is your pump.
Okay.
So when you want to use that, you just turn the pump on and it will pump from the tank and come out of here. Just like a normal gas station at that point.
Pretty dope.
Super dope. It's probably my most jealous thing. Because like I said, I got a toy hauler, but it's like 10 years old. And
So you have to have like five tanks with you for all your toys.
100%. It's terrible.
This is
And
30.
my old lady hates it because she don't ride. She stays in the trailer and like reads books and hangs out, enjoys the weather. But for the first hour or two, it smells like just pure gas because that's where I kick all my gas, and she hates it. So you guys won't smell because it's all a 30-gallon tank under here.
Right.
So obviously this pulls from the gen. So if this is full, the gen's gonna have 30 gallons to run, or you can mixture between both, or all that fun stuff.
Nice.
So pretty awesome, you guys. Okay, let's roll. Pull this pin, this folds out, and then you got access to the roof. The roof is walkable. Just be careful, it's very malleable, so if you got spiky shoes like me, and you like grip, it could like rip it. So be careful on the roof.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do this, turn like that. Pull this, turn like that. As you can see, it's got springs, so it's not gonna just drop on you, right? So then you just kind of let it come down. And make sure it doesn't hook on here. It loves doing that. Ta-da! Isn't that amazing? So 1,000 pounds when it's like this. And then when you pull your pins and drop it, you're at 3,000 pounds. So if you lift, you put anything in it like a car or something, you got 3,000 pounds.
Is that an awning there?
Yep. Just correct. So obviously we're gonna go over all that when we get inside. I just wanted to drop this now so that we
Okay.
can have it down when we go inside. Let's do it, you guys. So this is just a vent for the garage because it is a garage. It has to be vented in case you do have toys in there with gas. So access to the back, all you do with this is just pull it once, pull it twice, and then you got the stairs to go in. And then the same as your guys' old one. Okay? Sweet.
Uh-oh. Careful.
Ow! Don't do what I just did, because that hurt. And then out here, we just got some power in case you guys need power outside. And it's just only gonna work with generator or Sure Power. All the plugs.
Is this one come with a shower hose outside? Or
Yeah, I
just...
don't see one.
I don't think so.
What's the point?
I don't think it comes with an outdoor shower.
So that means you're just gonna go to the faucet and
Oh.
like you did.
Well, let's do one more look. Let's go take a gander at it real quick. We could probably find something. I thought I saw. I think usually they always happen.
Or they have the spray in the hook.
Maybe the spray?
I thought these people were one of those like blue sprayer things.
Oh, it's right there.
Right there?
You
Yeah.
just missed it. So
Where's the sprayer?
it's
Doesn't it
probably
come with-
inside, underneath the bed, most likely. But yeah, and a lot of times I'll just preemptively tell you that these things are back ordered. So like the last 10 units that are supposed to have them haven't had them. And then when we get them, we just send them to you guys and your address.
Okay.
But hopefully it's in there. Let's pray for that.
Okay.
Because this COVID thing's been really putting a damper on our operation here, man. Yeah, I mean, and the manufacturers are hitting it too. They couldn't get ACs or fridges for like 6 months. That's what put everybody in such a back order. It's crazy. Okay, you guys, that's pretty much the outside. Hang out for 1 second. I'm just gonna put the awning out and put it back in so you guys can see that run.
Okay.
And then we'll head in.
All right,
Thanks,
awesome.
guys.
Oh, I like the color. Just like in the picture.
Wow. That's way
Lovely.
nicer.
Nice.
Isn't that beautiful? So
Yep.
you guys got the double-armed awning, so it's stronger than your last one. So it will take a little bit more wind, but obviously, I tell everybody if you're not under it and looking at it, it shouldn't be out. It's probably the most dangerous thing on the whole trailer
Yeah.
because wind is so unpredictable.
Yep.
It could just
And
rip off.
where's
But
the light for that one?
They're underneath. They're built in. Look.
Yeah, no, it's on the strip right here.
There's a
Actually.
light
Right there. Right here. Uh-oh.
And there's a built-in one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right
my
there.
favorite one because you can move it to. Oh, thank you. You guys didn't need to do that. Oh, geez, I'm eating my freaking mask here. You can move it. Let me turn it on.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know that little light in this color? You're falling in love with it, right?
So you
Nice.
see that one?
Wow, I like that. That's nice.
I always get jealous of those.
You can actually move it to wherever you
Oh,
want
wow.
it to shine. So like if it want to shine
Yeah.
straight down, you can.
Oh,
If you want
nice.
to shine it towards
That's
the trailer.
cool.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, and then
obviously
plus you have that one.
Exactly.
That's very helpful at
Isn't that
night.
amazing?
Love, love. Now I'm in love.
Yeah, it's really nice. So come on in.
Morning.
Let's. I'll put this in while we're coming in.
You're home.
So all I'm doing is using this button right here to retract it. And you can overextend the awning, but what you want to do is just use that sun flap that came out as your stopping point. Okay, you guys. And then once it's all the way in, that is the travel position. So you don't have to add anything or do anything. Are we all the way in? There it is. And then so now we have our slides. So that's the top one. So the second button is your main slide, and then the first button is your bedroom. Yep, closet slide. And this isn't hydraulic, I can tell you right now. So only thing that's hydraulic is your jacks, okay? Oh, slip down. But how beautiful is it in here, you guys? Their new design is so amazing compared to the old one. You guys probably didn't get to see last year's, but this is so much better.
The only thing she doesn't like about this is she wishes that was a big fridge. If that was a big fridge, she'd be...
And I don't know why they didn't. They have the room for
Yeah,
it.
because you have all this pantry space. So
Yeah,
why couldn't
I
you-
don't know why they didn't do it. But
Money.
and weight, they really, weight's a big thing, you guys. Because the heavier they are, then the bigger truck people have to get. And then the less people can buy it because you have to go buy an $80,000 truck just to tow your $80,000 fifth wheel. So it's definitely, that's kind of the big issue. But here she is in all her glory, you guys. How beautiful is it? Oh my God, I love this.
No need
design.
to freak out anymore. There's your outlet for you, right
Thank
there.
God.
And there's another one back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she didn't want her coffee pot here, so yeah, there's no outlet. I'm like, there'll probably something you can't see on the pictures, right
Yeah.
there. Now you can sleep better tonight.
She's like, yes.
Okay.
So all your, main moving parts are all right here. Your slides and your awning. Your radio, which you guys know how radios work. The only difference is you want to have your zones, which are down here at
That's
the
different.
bottom. It's
That's
just,
more.
It's just bigger,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better than that.
but outside this zone.
For both?
I don't know where the other zone is.
And then there's
They
speakers
going
for the
back
garage
there?
door.
I don't know, cause
It's like, is there anything for both?
say that again. I'm so sorry.
Is there anything to working for both?
Yeah, all of them can go on.
Oh, okay.
I was just testing to find out where they were.
Maybe
C
in the
is,
garage.
C is outside. A
Yeah.
is this one. Oh,
Yeah, there's no speakers.
I think it's just these two are A and B.
It's in the room. Right
Hey,
there.
look at that. Does have a beer opener.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
Yeah,
well,
it's
you were
amazing.
around.
So they got alarms on it. All your settings. You got auxiliary. You got USB. You got AM, FM, disc, Bluetooth, USB auxiliary. My number one question is it a DVD player? I do not think so. And the only reason that because on the top it usually says DVD. It only says Bluetooth and app ready. So I'd highly doubt it, but don't hold me to it. Throw a DVD in there and see if it works. It is connected to the TV.
Yeah.
But again, I just don't think it's a DVD player because again, it usually says it up on this top part. It says DVD. So,
And you have a lot of DVDs.
No, that's not. I mean,
you can always add one.
there's
for
just
sure.
got to be a way to get a wire through here.
Yeah, you can.
All right here. All right, put it at the back. Mount it at the back.
So then your next part is right here. Now this is that button I was talking about, and it's the same way to start the gen. You just hold it down till the light comes on. Light comes on. You start the gen, and the gen starts.
It's honestly not that overly loud.
No.
Yeah.
And so, be careful with plugged in and gen at the same time. They fight each other for power.
Okay.
So
Make sure
primarily
it's off.
just use the gen unless you're not plugged in. That's why I shut it off every time really quickly.
Yeah.
Because once the gen gets up and running, the cord and the gen start fighting, things start flashing,
Yeah.
it's crazy. You know what I mean? So all your buttons, just like your old one, batteries, fresh, black, gray, and your second gray. Oh, and if you flip, that's your second black. Okay, so you flip your button here, and then that's your second black. Okay, and then just like I was saying, you got the gas, the electric, and then your water pump. All right, you guys, your level of fuel inside your outside tank, so you know if your gen's getting low, and then your hour meter on your generator. It goes by hours, obviously, because it's not a car. It's not a car motor, so it doesn't go by mileage. It goes by hours. Okay, so if you see a 1, that's 1 hour, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Okay, beautiful. And then you guys got your Insta Heat electric heater. Did you guys have one of these in your last rig?
No.
Oh my God, it's my favorite thing in the
So
world.
it's either be just pretty or it can be heat.
100%. You can just turn the heat off when you go all the way to the top. Go, 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 go. It goes to 99, so be careful. So on and then off. And then it's just a pretty piece where you can change the colors.
Nice.
And then you can change the brightness.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then obviously on and off.
Wow.
Now, I love this thing personally because I kind of sleep hot. So if I put my gas heater on, the whole trailer is going to get heat, right? And so when you go up there in that little tiny room, it's like a dang oven, and then I can't ever sleep because I'm sweating, right? So, but this keeps this whole room just nice and toasty, and then when you go to upstairs to bed, you guys are nice and cool and can have a nice night's sleep. So that's why my favorite thing about it. Now, it will not work unless you're plugged in or have the generator running, okay? Very, very, takes a lot of power for that bad boy. Okay, there is a remote for it as well. I just did it because we were down there.
Where's the remote?
It should be in the refrigerator. I know it sounds weird, but we're keeping it cold for you.
And we've got to see the. I haven't seen the.
The fridge.
No, the spray thing. We might be having to wait in the mail for that.
So there's the one for the radio. No way. Is this the new one that's not going to be here? Yesterday we had the same problem. Gosh darn it. These are all your manuals in that book. That little booklet thing that's right there. Here's your plugs for go into Ajax and into auxiliary. So the quick connect for that, I don't know what you'd use that for, but and then your remote for the actual radio itself.
We're all just looking at it.
You little bugger. Sorry, little guy. So you might lose this because it's a baby little guy. But yeah, this is the remote for the fireplace.
Ooh,
Sure, keep it that right here.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, you want to all put it in there? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's put everything in here and we'll decide where we want to put this later tonight. We're filling this up in a few hours.
Okay, so vibration, heat, lights, all
Oh, this.
just the two side
Okay.
ones. The middle one is actually a recliner, which is my favorite thing. Yeah, it is. So, well, at least the last one was. Yeah, look at this. Damn.
Ooh, that's a nice big thick
Isn't
one.
that amazing?
For you?
I prefer corner person.
Yeah, you gotta have that arm, the beer holder. You know what I mean? So.
And then you can flip this one up.
What I'm telling you,
Holder?
I'm just excited.
No, I don't believe
No?
so. I don't think that flips.
Oh, it does.
yeah.
Wow, it's huge.
I think I need so
Holy
much.
moly. Just the two
And
of
then
us.
that's
We could eat and watch a movie.
charger.
And check that out. Plug and USBs in the back.
In the almost year, I never sat in the recliners more than like a minute. Because people were always sleeping here.
Yeah. They can't now because there's only they don't make no bed unless you want to sleep on the recliners. But these are also very cool as well.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited about that.
it's a nice eating area. I like it. Okay. Questions about? Oh, let's finish off in here
Oh.
before I even say that.
I actually wanted to know about we never use ours, and we don't know how to fire it up. The
Yeah,
microwave.
we're gonna do over. We're gonna
I mean,
do
not
everything.
microwave, but the oven.
what?
The oven.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do it all right now.
Okay.
So obviously the travel position is this being down, but I lifted it up for today's reference. You just turn this to fire and then click it once, and then you can do one at a time or all of them at the same time. It's just a matter of when these are on and you have gas, this is your sparker. It's easy to go. Now the oven, on the other hand, is a different beast in itself. It can be lit by this, but you'll see, notice how this only took one click to start. Now you'll show how many times it's going to take for the bottom one. So this is as big as your oven. You cannot get any bigger than this, okay? So that's it. If you look down under here is your pilot light, which is going to be right where my finger's at, right around here. Yep, right there. Okay. You got to turn this, and you notice I can't turn it anymore. It's at the fire position. That's where it needs to be. You have to hold it in, then you have to take this and you have to click it about 1,000,000 times. I can't even see. There we are. Till it lights, and then as you can see, it's lit. You see the little pilot light? Is it still lit? Yep. You just see it lit back there?
Wonder. No wonder.
Oh wow.
You see it lit down there?
Yeah.
Okay, then now that it's lit, you let go of this, turn it to the right thing, and then it lights the whole thing. Now you see the
Oh,
light.
there.
Now I really see it.
No,
Yeah.
now I see it.
Yeah, so every time you have to do that, because when you turn it off, as you notice, the pilot goes off in the back.
Yeah.
It's not like a fridge, like old school ovens where they always have the pilot lit. This one, you have to light it every time with this. Now, as you can see, these are all up, and this one isn't. It doesn't matter. This doesn't have to be up like that because it's not gas. These three are gas, so they all have to be up. Okay? Never turn this counterclockwise. You will break it. Always clockwise. Okay? Beautiful, guys. I know. And then this is a fancy light, and then down is the fancy light and the oven light.
Okay.
Sweet. And Fuzion has really stepped their game up. They have got everything. Fuzion. I mean, it's all Fuzion. I actually kind of bummed that you guys didn't get the Fuzion fridge because that's a 12-volt fridge, which is cool. Fan, light. They say not to turn this on with nothing in it, but I'm sure a few seconds won't hurt us. Beautiful. Okay. Behind you is the fridge, probably almost exactly the same as your guys' last fridge. On and off, auto and gas.
Yeah, literally.
Same thing. So it's on, so you can feel it. I just started it when I got this out here maybe an hour ago, and you guys know that it takes at least 5 to 8 hours to get it cold.
Yeah, we plugged ours in for a while before
Overnight.
An overnight before our
That's
camper
exactly how I do it.
My
too.
neighbor and I did install a 50 amp on the side of my house.
Sick. Like a double, so you guys can both use it.
No, just ours.
No.
He got his own too.
Yeah, he's but we just wired in from the panel and did a 50 amp right there in my house.
You guys got hurt.
So I have a question for that.
Please.
Fridge. When you're traveling, like maybe longer travel, like 5 hours, that can keep it on with just.
I usually get this question every single time. The manual will tell you no. The impact people or any trailer company says no, and the only reason they do that is they're covering their butt in case something goes wrong. You can't sue them. You know what I mean? Because they told you technically you can't do it. I've been in the RV business for 10 years, and I was in RVs my whole life growing up. We never not went down the road with the fridge on. And if you think about it, unless you're purging the system of gas, the pipes, they got gas in them no matter what, if this is shut off or if it isn't shut off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for safety.
Huh?
Probably for safety.
More for covering their ass. Because nothing is 100% in life.
100%.
But as close as you can be, there should be no issue.
I've been doing it my whole life. I've never had an issue. So only issue I have is that mine's on the side like yours. So sometimes when it's windy or I'm driving down a flat piece of patch, I get a good gust of wind and it burns my pilot out. That's the only thing. And then when I come in here, I'm like, oh dang, my fridge isn't that cold. I turn it off, turn it back on, my pilot lights back up, and we're back and running. So that's the only thing that I do. I mean, again, to each their own. I just want to tell you the facts. The companies say on their paperwork, the ones in that booklet, are saying that you should not run your fridge going down the road. But every person I talk to runs their fridge going down the road. I don't think I've met one person that's like,
we don't.
You guys don't?
Just for safety.
Oh, you guys are the first for me.
Well, because we do a lot of shorter trips, so
It's
so
like 3 hours.
if we've run it overnight at our house,
Yeah.
and and the stuff is super cold, and we're only going a couple hours away. By the time we plug we haven't really lost anything.
Right. It's still gonna stay compact and cold for
Yeah.
sure. And that's one way of
And
doing it.
I think we would think about it if we were going, 6-8 hours in one day.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want stuff to
Yeah.
obviously spoil or anything, but
Yeah, I mean, if that, to each their own always. But everybody I've always talked to say they run going down the road. So
I'm curious about that one.
yeah,
That's too high.
yeah.
well, also on ours, I don't know if we're just retarded or what, but we've had issues with like the bathroom fan. It won't
open.
It'll open 1 out of like 30 times we try to use it. Right. And
Well, there is a bunch of glue up there because it's the roof and they don't want it to leak. And then obviously we're in Vegas, so what happens is the glue gets malleable again and kind of seals the edge of that. So you just gotta really turn it, and it will rip that seal and it will open. That's usually what happens why you can't open them, because you go to turn it and it won't
That's why I
turn.
have a stool.
Yeah, if it was me later, or obviously I would put an electric fan in there so you have a remote. So, it's just
How are you gonna plug it?
how much do those run to?
we can talk. We're gonna do all that quoted for solar and stuff when we go inside, and they can quote you when it's not too expensive at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I had one issue with the toilet you guys installed 2 days ago. I wanted to ask a question about.
Sure. I'm comfortable with everything in here, you guys?
Never seen this one here. Okay.
Oh, and there's your quick connect code right there.
Yay.
So this also can hook up to that same spot, and you got. Oh, sorry. I was going to whack myself.
Yeah, I was like, you said sorry to me. You almost hit yourself.
You can bend it.
I took it off when I was outside for a minute.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I don't mind. I have to wear it because they'll yell at me. You guys are giving them lots of money. They won't say anything to you. So these are very, very, very important.
That's for that one.
Yes, this is to manually bring the slide in when it does not come in on its own.
So
Please don't lose these.
we just hooked
It's
this up
just
to
two
the
of the same thing.
Just hook it up to the drill.
Drill, and then this part goes into the motor.
Yeah, because I always keep my impact drill in my truck.
Heck yeah. And then your toilet paper, another filter extra, and then your slinky hose, is what I like to call
Yeah,
it.
I'm happy that we got that. That's cool.
I'm stoked too, because like I was saying, these are high commodity right now. I bet a couple people would pay you some money for this right now because we can't get them in. It's been months since I tried to get them in. Okay. We should have some hot water by now. What the heck?
Oh, I just threw the book there. So.
Oh, I was like, oh my
Because
god.
I just fell instead of the fridge. It just seems weird.
No, well,
No,
the
then
reason,
you can put water on
The
it.
reason we use the fridge is because if you go like, it's in a drawer. What? There's like
drawer?
30 drawers or cabinets.
Maybe
so
put it there.
we always put everything in the fridge because you can just say it's all in the
Don't
fridge.
put it there because if it might have water, then
Yeah, you're right.
just like you did to the speaker. See that?
Oh, it's good pressure, you guys.
Oh, that's nice. Ours doesn't do that, right? Ours doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it
There
does.
you go. Insta hot.
Yeah.
You guys want to feel it? Well, you can see it's Steven too.
Yeah.
So she works. And again, that's having both of them. Let's stop that drip for a second. That's having both of them on. Now you can see if you're not hooked to electric, you just have your gas one on. If you're hooked to electric and don't
Just
want to
even
waste your
faster.
gas, just use that one, just like your old one. So we're good on that.
Yep.
Let's head back here, guys. Let's
Okay.
get this all knocked out. This is a lot. Oh, jeez. Did not expect the ladder to be there. This is a lot, you guys. There's a lot going on in here. Obviously, your bathroom. Your GFI is in this bathroom right here, and then obviously I have a switch for your light. Okay. Toilets are porcelain now. If you guys didn't know.
Nice. Ooh,
So,
can you
it's
put
pretty-
the bidet in there now?
I mean, they probably could. Nowadays,
Depends on the-
So, hookups for washer and dryer. This is your hookup for
AC?
AC and heat.
heat?
Yeah. So
I'm glad that the AC is actually here.
yeah, it's amazing.
So, but this one shares with the one in the room.
They
to
do
the central.
port to each other, but obviously the further they are away, the less the air is in the port.
I mean, as long as it's gonna give the air in the
living room and
Living
kitchen.
room.
You're gonna get some. You still get some air in there. It circulates through the whole camper.
It should, yes. There we go. Wires are turned on. So, ta-da! AC. So that vent right there, if it's open, then it's not going to push through your vents. If you shut that,
then it's
it'll
gonna
push
go-
through your vents more.
Okay.
So if you want this to be your coldest area, open that, and then this will stay colder. If
Okay.
you shut it, it will push through the whole trailer. Okay? And then you also have heat on here, which is interesting. Usually the heat's controlled by the other one, but
You have the smallest garage.
it's a very small garage, but it's nice. I think it's the best. I mean,
I don't think. Can you fit a quad in here?
oh, you can fit several quads.
Yeah, you can fit a couple.
The only thing
You
you
can
have,
fit two next to each other.
Oh no.
Yeah, two will fit.
You can?
100%.
Really?
Yeah, they're about the quads are about 4 feet, so you
I
can
could
fit two.
probably fit 4 quads.
Maybe
in
for
here.
maybe for
Yeah,
the
you can
kids.
fit-
Push 2 up.
You can fit 2 adult quads and 2 small kids quads.
Push 2 up. You can flip them up like this.
Oh boy.
And then you got it. Yeah, I fit in one truck 6 dirt bikes and 2 quads.
Oh my
in
God.
one regular cab, regular bed truck. Yeah. Well, we didn't care.
The only issue we
You
have
don't
with the
need
small
that much.
garages is
For the jet ski.
is if we did a jet ski and with the trailers, they're like 11, 12 feet so
Right.
total. So and we said, well, worst case scenario, we just open this. Stick
Then
it
you
through
have the
one.
older,
For sure.
but the
The only
small
problem, the
ones.
slide, yeah. The slides.
Then we stick it through and we into the bathroom a
in
little
the
bit.
bathroom, yeah, because
Just put
The
something so
slide.
it doesn't hit the toilet. Just put some plastic around or
once
something.
you tie her down, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
If you tie it down good enough, that sucker ain't going nowhere.
Right. Get yourself some good ratchet strap and call it a day.
Sorry. I'm just trying to hear the furnace come on. Is it heating? I don't know if that one has the furnace control. Let me try this one and see if it comes on.
I don't see no table.
Maybe it's up top. Well, that's we're supposed to be. They said that it comes with one, so we'll figure it out.
So this is the heating control. That's just AC in there. Okay?
Yeah.
That's heat and AC.
Okay, it should be controlled more central. People in the garage could be fucking with you and they're talking.
Exactly.
They're like,
So
hey,
the only thing that you-
I'm the one who
I
pays
can
the
feel
bill.
it.
Don't fucking mind.
So it says furnace, but it does nothing. So just make sure you only know about off, fan, and then AC. Those are the only things you need in here.
We were told it comes with table.
Yeah, the table should be up on the top. Hold
Oh,
on, let me
up
show
on
you
the top.
back
See?
on.
Well,
Come check this out and make sure you can feel it. You feel any heat right there? Or is it just air?
I feel it.
How about here?
Alright, it's got to light it up. Really light it up. So we did burn it off, so it's not gonna smoke, but it will smell a little bit. So burn this off before your first big trip, okay? You guys run it for about 30 minutes, open the windows, let the smell go away, and then you're good. Because it's so new, it has to burn off all the residual oil. But
Yeah.
while we're waiting for that to heat up, we can go over the bed. So if you come on this side of me, we have the bed. So just wash your head. Oh, it's connected. Why did they do that? Okay, so this is an easy way to fix this.
Let me.
Pull up like this. Take our pins, which are right here. Ta-da. Okay. Sorry, I'm just putting the pins in so we can drop the.
One at a time.
Well, they shouldn't have put the couches up like this to hold the weight of the bed, because these are holding the weight and not the actual what's supposed to be holding the weight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These aren't supposed to be holding the weight of the bed. So we gotta get that off.
That one has to stay there. Just.
It doesn't have to, no, but I'm gonna show you here. Just 1 second. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. This is the one that. holds it, the weight. No.
It won't be this hard, I promise. Once you get it right, it'll be right. Okay. So now that those are all pinned up, you can drop it down and put it upright. So obviously you guys know these are your couches / dining room table.
Yeah.
We're not going to go all the way down. We're just going to flip to here. You just grab the top right here. Make sure that these aren't locked. Okay. You can also make sure there's not one on the other side. There is it. Okay. So then now that they're unlocked, you can take this and you can flip it all the way around. Take this, flip it all the way around.
And now we can go to sleep.
And you can use it as a bed.
Is there anything that holds this one that it's not gonna be?
Yep, there's four legs.
Okay,
under
right there.
Mhm.
So you
I don't
just-
really like those legs. I think that they break very easily and that they're more headache than it is. If you're putting kids on here, it's not necessary. If me and you are going to sleep on this together, then yeah, I think those are necessary. But again, just me, I don't. They're very sturdy. So those legs, they're dangerous. Yeah, it's because I'm so tall. Like I go underneath it and I get smacked by them. So now that it's down in its proper position, okay, now we can go up, take our pins off, and then drop the other bed, okay?
Okay.
It's not supposed to be lifted by the top. That's why I hurried up and pinned it up so we can get it done the proper way. So now that we're up, pull our pins back out.
Oh boy, they're up there.
Yeah, that one's you'll get used to just feeling up like this and pulling them. Okay, now I both come down. And as you can see, there's a zinc stopper right here. So right where my ta-da, right?
Okay.
And if you feel all these ones that are protruding, you can change these wherever those are at to
Okay.
stop the bed, because that's where the top bed stops.
Gotcha. So is it
So-
on the same?
Yeah. So this is a free floating bed. As you can see,
Oh, okay.
but look, I can't do that to this because this
So
one's
that's
on
the
a
one
chain.
holding. Yeah.
This is only can move unless this is moving it. Does
Gotcha.
that make sense?
Okay.
So no matter what happens, if this goes down, that's gonna go down. But I can push this up by myself. You see? It's not. It's just free floating. Only way, and then it will stop on these four stoppers. You can see they're on all four
Yeah.
corners. Once it gets to that position, it'll stop and separate, and that's how you make the bunk. This one up here.
Nice.
There.
So then how do if we want to leave this down and this up, like we want to eat breakfast here and we don't want this in the way?
You gotta go all the way back up like we said and pin it back up. So that's the only way. Or I mean, that's why I put it all the way down to show you that you can actually still sit under here. And I'm
Right.
6'3". So if someone's sleeping there and you want to eat breakfast, you can still have this as a seating area, even though someone's sleeping.
Yeah.
Because I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
I'm still sitting
You're
under here
tall.
comfortably too. Look, that's all the way sitting up. So it's still kind of a hangout zone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why I bring it all the way down to show you guys that exact thing. But yeah, if you
This
do,
is a queen.
that is a mat. I don't think it's any kind of bed size. It's just a mat. It doesn't even fit up there properly. This happens all
Yeah.
the time. It's weird.
So no size.
What is the?
A lot of people that don't have kids that have these, obviously aren't going to use this for a bed. So they pull that mat out off of there and they use it as like a outside dog bed, and then they use this for storage.
Yeah.
Because all those straps, you can strap things down up there and push it up to the ceiling, and then it's out of sight, out of mind type of thing, you know?
True.
So. Also, a lot of people put their ladder up there and strap it down because that's what it's for. All kinds of things. So, we put her back up because we got to go back in the back. It's like watching grass grow. You don't know how many times I've sat here like, geez, this is going to go faster. You know what I mean?
So is there any maintenance that needs to be done on this system here?
Nope.
It's just
Keep
gonna
it clean.
It should just work. Just spray a little air in the can or something.
Can, WD-40, you know, it's just chains and gears and a motor. So, and that's your motor right there. That bar right there is we're operating both sides.
Yeah, that door was the big selling point. The 4 seat.
The door's amazing. Probably the best thing about the trailer. Okay, so once we get all the way up, it'll stop. Then you do the front ones, I'll do the back ones.
Okay.
Just right underneath, if you look, there's a pin right underneath the actual bracket. Okay, and sometimes you have to lift a little bit like this. Okay.
Fine.
Am I like tall enough or what? I'm not seeing nothing. You gotta take the mask off. I can't see it on my glasses.
I don't mind, to be honest.
Right there. Oh. Which one? Oh, that one.
Right. Yeah, I'm too short. What the fuck? Yeah, he is 6 something. I'm too short, man. Where's my?
No, hon. This is in the first.
Oh, he's
Right there. Right there. That one.
right there.
Yeah. If you need to lift the bed up, be careful. No, you can't do that.
Why? That's what it's for. Right.
Technically.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, I need a stool. It's supposed to be right here, right?
I got you.
the first one.
Yeah, but sometimes, like I said, you gotta lift
Yeah.
it. I'll lift for you, so you.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely need a stool for that. Unfortunately. I don't know if it's on. It didn't feel like it went out though.
There you go.
That one you shouldn't have to need to, because the motor side's always a bit higher than the actual non-motor side. You know what I mean? Because it's a pulley system and it has slack.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can feel
It
it.
has a pulley system, so it has some slack. So motor side's always just a tad bit higher. That's why I said sometimes you gotta lift them.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the most amazing part of this whole thing. There's glass on top of each one. I don't recommend going down the road with them up, and the reason why, you pinch these, they have 3 settings. They'll stop right there, they'll stop right there, and then they'll go all the way down. And they're just held by little plastic things. And you guys know, going down the road, these things are constantly shaking. So, I don't, it's safe. I just like to have them all the way down. Just while you're traveling so that they don't fall and break. From there. Okay, and then they obviously just slide open, slide yours open. So then they gotta slide like this. Put it in there. You see the little groove on the end? Like, there you go. You're there. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're in. Nice. Mine goes in. And then yours snaps right there like that. See that? Oh, blow it. There you go. It slides over. This goes in. That slides over like that. Now, you see how everything wasn't exactly lined up?
Yeah.
That's because me and you are on the edge. If I were backed away,
No,
everything starts lining up better. It's because, you know, We're not small guys. Yeah, we're with the weight distributing, exactly. Now we can have 1,000 pounds out here, but that means nothing's gonna line up perfect. You see it separating at the bottom? And watch as I go away, the bottom goes back down. You see what I'm saying? So if things aren't perfectly lined up, it's just because of the weights on it.
Don't come with the support, because some of
But
them
how
comes.
many? Oh yeah, I mean it's supported.
No, I mean at the bottom.
Yeah, like
Like,
some
them.
other companies have like a leg or something.
Oh, you can get them.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
I mean that's if you're putting like 7 people out here. This thing can hold 1,000 pounds.
Yeah,
So we're good. All right. That's how that works, you guys. Beautiful.
Okay.
Now obviously you just put it down. Pull that out. Slide it back shut. Like that. You just step on it. You have to pull backwards. Step and pull back. Sometimes you can do a little. You gotta hold things down. Let me get off there. Now try it. Jesus. Oh, it's just pinch. You can see there's a little bar at the bottom here. It was just held up on this. Again, it's because we're pushing down on this and it's pushing out on that. So it just needed to be
okay.
Okay, so that one goes first.
Which one?
This one goes first. That one goes first. And that one goes, and then you strap them together.
How are we strapping these together?
That's a great question. I probably should have. I was looking at it as you were doing it. Like, maybe just through the. Is that how it was?
Oh, just go underneath.
So big, I bet it just goes around the whole thing. Yep, just like you're doing. Exactly how it goes. Nice. Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you the most important thing. Gosh darn it. Can you unzip tie that real quick, or undo that real quick?
Okay.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
Alright.
So when these are open, obviously, and you're gonna load equipment, you press this. Yeah, that's why when I look, so there's this little strip right here. You see it, and then you just pull on it, and it opens the doors. Okay.
Thank you.
Opens the doors. Pretty important. And it's so hard to see that too, so that's why I wanted to.
Yeah. And then,
This thing here.
Yeah, and you can see it just.
And then when we're down here, we just unhook.
Unhook those, it drops. You load it. You shut everything back up. Hook those back up. And technically, you don't need to hook those up for it to go in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you know you're gonna unload right when you get there. So, sweet. Now you see this little strip right here? This little deal's gotta go in there. So if the doors are acting weird, just make sure that it got in that. Because sometimes it gets pulled out and it'll come on the outside of that, and it will act weird. You know what I mean?
So this is the guy that has to go in.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, let's open the
Yes.
awning over here. Say goodbye.
oh.
Oh wow, it's a nice pretty one too. Not just a plain black one, it's another nice pretty one.
Is that the one right there?
Same as the front one, just so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So this one, as you can see, very flimsy.
Yeah.
Right? So if you pull right here, you pull right here, it will release this. Okay?
Oh, cool.
Then you extend this like that. And then it's supposed to go in here, but how is that possible?
And will it go in there if these things are on? Or is it supposed to go into here, right?
Oh, can it go in this way?
There you go.
There
That's
we go.
another one.
So then you put it, you open this like that. You put this in. That's it.
Okay.
This will still
Yeah.
open all the way?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. This is awesome.
Isn't that amazing?
Love it.
You excited?
And then there's lights.
There's little lights right there.
Excited about the lights. It's always. So, for this one, is this sealed? Do we have to, like, let's say if it's raining?
No, you don't have to do anything. No.
So
this
it's
is
good?
stronger than any floor that you have. It's the strongest
So
floor.
we don't have to worry about
Lights.
putting it back and when it's raining.
Nope.
All right.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. I didn't know
you're
you were fucking
fine.
on me. You got some really nice gear on there, man.
Yeah, I'm ready for the game today, man.
Yeah, so I didn't want to. I thought I was stepping on this, to be honest. Okay. Well, what do you guys think? Comfortable with all that?
What's this?
That's to manually put this in case it doesn't work. There's a little hole right there. See that plastic piece right there? You're gonna
Yeah.
flip that off and shove that in and bring this in manually in case it fails.
So the vent, you just have to open it while running, just if ever you have twice in here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The vents. Yes. You just you don't want it to be.
So it's safe to just open it when you're like traveling.
Yeah. That's what I'm missing, huh?
It works. Yeah, there you go.
I think that's the right way, huh? Because it
I
was
think I
not.
did it the wrong way.
Yeah, well, wait.
There we go.
Oh, maybe I did it the right
You
way.
did it the right way.
There you go.
Oh, I did. Okay. Sweet.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now you're stuck in there.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna shut this and then we'll go to the.
Okay.
I mean, everything
Oh.
else is pretty self-explanatory. Oh yeah, pull the awning in for me if you can.
Yeah.
You guys know how bathrooms work. You guys know how your up your living room or your bedroom
Yeah.
works.
Fine. Look, I'm here.
Okay, calm down. I'm not used to controls yet.
We should put marks in there.
So, is there any other big questions or concerns you guys have?
Just for this one here. So, if ever in the future we decided to get washer and dryer, do we need to hole drill any hole?
No, you just have to do is just grab your cords and plug it in.
That's it.
So the orange
This one?
top is your drain. The red and hot blue
Hot
are
and cold.
cold.
Plug in, done.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
So if you guys can lock this shut for me,
Sure.
and then I'll go out here. So only thing you gotta know about this one is just push these in, okay?
Okay.
You're locked in. Whoa.
Oh shit.
Come in here.
Okay, guys, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Yeah, I'll lay that back down.
Scott,
You guys to sign on my desk, and then
how do you open the vent?
let's hook up this bad boy first. What do you think?
What's that?
Let's hook up this bad boy. I got a few things to sign on my desk, and then we'll get you guys upstairs.
Do we have to do? How do we open these vents?
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, how do we open the vents and then make sure there's nothing we don't know how to do in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
In the main part.
So you just push it one way and push it the other way, depending on what side you want it open.
Well,
Okay.
cool. Same thing there.
That be it. All right, let's go. You guys, any questions you have, let me know. I mean, pretty much everything else is going to be the same as your last trailer. Bathroom, shower,
Yeah.
sinks up there, bed has storage underneath it. You guys got your lights in there, plugs in there.
Okay.
Very similar.
So let's see. We wanted to ask about. We wanted to ask about the inverter. And what else? There was one other thing that we wanted to ask about.
I have a list.
Okay. Shit list. Shit here.
No vacuum.
Yeah, there's no vacuum. That's one negative. She was hoping for the vector.
Okay.
This is a queen, right?
It's a king.
Or is this
It
king?
should be a RV king.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, it's bigger than ours.
This is an RV king?
Does it come with a pillow?
You can go and try to negotiate with your salesperson.
The last one we have was got pillows.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh, that's huge. Totally fit. All right, no question.
Sweet.
Oh,
So
that
you
one.
guys obviously can feel the
Do
heat,
you want
right?
to see the?
You guys felt
blinds?
the heat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, that's gonna be dangerous, you guys. That almost just took me out. Be careful for that. All right.
What was your?